Hey guys, so tonight let's whip up some buffalo cauliflower. Woo! Okay, so I have had this before actually, like I've eaten it before, but I've never made it. So you are gonna be doing this right along with me and like, let's cross our fingers that it turns out. Now it seems pretty simple. I went through a lot of recipes on the internet and I picked like what I thought was the easiest one, not one where I'm deep frying it or anything crazy like that because that's just too many things. And then I'm also going to attempt to make a blue cheese cheeseless dip for it, okay? So let's get started. Now the first thing is the recipe called for 2 big heads of cauliflower, like it's just me here. So I just got 1 because I think that'll be enough. So here we go. The cauliflower. So I cut it all up. It's set into bite-sized pieces. I guess that's depending how big your bite is. And so we've done that. So I'm just trying to save a bit of time here. So now we're going to coat them with the flour mixture. So the very first thing is a 3/4 cup of flour. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my flour and I'm going to put it in a big gigantic bowl because I just really don't know how big of a bowl I'm going to need. Okay, and the next thing is some water. I think it's like a cup of water. Let's make sure, right? Cup of water. Let's try that out. Cup of water. Here we go. We're gonna mix that in with the flour. The next thing is garlic powder. How much garlic powder? 1/2 teaspoon. 1/2 teaspoon of garlic powder. Where's my garlic powder? It's funny because I thought I didn't have any garlic powder. I thought I just had garlic salt and I was just like, oh gosh, is that gonna make a difference? I don't really know, but we got saved with the garlic powder. Okay, and the next thing, excuse the way I look like I just got off work. I'm a hot mess, I know it. Okay, salt and pepper. I think we'll just like whatever with the salt and pepper, however much we want, right? Let's just throw some in there. Okay, so now what does it say? Mix flour, water, garlic powder, salt, and pepper together in a bowl using a whisk. Do I have a whisk? I don't know. Do I own a whisk? Let's look at this drawer. Does anybody see a whisk in there? Oh, I think this is a whisk. We found ourselves a whisk. What do you know? Whisking with Sandy. Here we go. Okay, so we're gonna just whisk this up, I guess. And it's just gonna be like some kind of like batter coating for the wings. You know what though? It looks, or for the cauliflower wings, it looks really, really thick. Doesn't it look kind of thick? Did I put enough water in there? It says until it's smooth and runny. That is not smooth and runny at all. So what I'm thinking I need to do, just gonna add a bit more water. Who knows, right? Like, it's not smooth and runny, that's for sure. We want it like smooth and runny. Oh, that's better. So maybe go like a little bit more than a cup on the water because that seems really like pasty and that's not good, right? So that's much more of a, oops, can you see that? Watery consistency, like, see? Okay, so what we're gonna do, hi there. What we're gonna do is take the cauliflower and put it into this bowl of the batter and we're gonna coat them all. Now, I don't know if you're supposed to do this like a little bit at a time, and probably, right? I don't know. And then we're putting them onto a greased cookie sheet, whatever you wanna call it. It said to put cooking spray. Now, I watched a couple different videos. One said cooking spray, one said olive oil, so I did both. Just to be on the safe side, you know what I'm saying? Because I'm like, I don't know, the girl said in her video that they really, really stuck to the pan, so I kind of don't want that happening. So I preheated my oven to 450, and I'm gonna show you what I'm doing here. Okay, we're just, there we go. Stirring all the cauliflower up there, getting all that battery mixture on. So I coat them really, really well. So that is what we are doing. So see, like if I would have used 2 heads of cauliflower, I think it would have been too much. Don't y'all? Okay. So let's see what it says to do next. Preheat the oven to 450 degrees, add cauliflower, spread onto the baking sheet. That's what we're gonna do. So we're over here now by the baking sheet. Let's see. And we are just gonna spread this all out onto the baking sheet. And make sure that it's really nice and even, and so that they all bake evenly, right? And I believe we are baking this for 20 minutes, or 25, let's see. Oh, the oven's ready too. What do you know? What do you know, people? Okay. So bake in preheated oven until lightly brown, 20 to 25 minutes. We'll do 20 minutes first, just to be on the safe side, because we don't want them to burn. So this is what it looks like right now. We're just gonna put this in the oven, and we are gonna set the timer for 20 minutes. Oh, why did I take my glasses off? That's, yeah, okay, timer. Okay. So we got that going for 20 minutes. So now we are gonna make the, it's like the buffalo sauce, okay? We're gonna do that. Hang on one sec. Hey guys. Okay, so now we are gonna make the sauce. So the first thing I'm gonna do is it calls for 2 tablespoons of butter, but I'm going to use some Earth Balance. So this is a non-dairy butter. So we're just gonna just go right in here and just put in 2 tablespoons of this, right? Yeah, probably a little bit more. So what it says to do now, I'll just show you what I'm doing. Here we go. We're just gonna melt that on the stove, and then we're gonna mix in the hot sauce, and I'm gonna mix in some agave sauce too. So once that's melted, we're gonna go ahead and do that. Be right back. Okay, so the butter's melted. We're gonna take that off the stove. Shut the stove off, and we're just gonna remove it from the heat, and I'm gonna put it right over here onto this little pot warmer thing, whatever you want to call it. Okay, so now we're putting in the hot sauce. I just had what I had in my fridge, so we're gonna put that. You can use like a Frank's Red Hot, whatever you like on your wings kind of thing. And what was the other thing I had to put in it? Oh, some agave. Yeah, so let's do that. Okay. So here we go. I'm gonna get that. Hang on one sec. Okay, so we are gonna take a half cup of hot sauce and a teaspoon of agave, and we're gonna add that into the melted butter mixture. So let's go ahead and do that. I just checked on the cauliflower. I know it's only been like 8 minutes, but I just wanted to check it, and really there's really not much going on there. So we're gonna put half a cup of this. Oh my God, this might take a while. I'm gonna put you on hold while I take half a cup of this out, okay? Okay, and so now we're gonna add 1 teaspoon of the agave. Now this is just a substitute for honey. If you wanna use honey, you go right ahead. I'm just gonna use the agave to sweeten that up a little bit so you get the nice hot sauce flavor with the butter and the agave. Oh my God, that smells wicked, wicked good. Okay, so now I'm gonna check on my cauliflower again. I know I'm like a spaz. Okay, nothing's going on with it. So here's gonna be where I'm a little bit nervous. If you didn't think I was nervous yet and screwing up, I'm gonna be nervous making this faux blue cheese dipping dressing kind of thing, because of that, I think it looks hard, but well, I shouldn't say that. Okay, so this is what we need. We need 1/4 of a brick of tofu. And for those of you that are gonna tell me right now that tofu is bad for me, I don't wanna hear it, okay? Just shh, shh, okay? Give tofu a chance. Okay, so we gotta squeeze all the moisture out. I kind of squeezed some of it out already, but I like to just get it really, really squeezed out, okay? So I just take a paper towel and I squeeze the moisture out of it. So the second thing I am going to do, okay, so the first thing I'm gonna use for my dip is 1 cup of vegan mayonnaise. Now, I will be completely honest with you. I have never tried this before, so this is gonna be the first time trying it, so hopefully it's good. I've heard it's good, But that's why I kind of want to do this like recipe is like a whole first impression, right? And see, let's see the look on my face when I taste it and see if it's good. I'm sure it's going to be good. I have complete faith in myself and this recipe. Oh, there's a little bit of hot sauce in there. You know, whatever. That it's gonna be good. Okay, 1 tablespoon of apple cider vinegar. We'll get that. I just happen to have this in my fridge too because I heard it was really good for acne. So I put it on my face before, so yay. Now we're just gonna put it in our dip. Okay, there we go. And then a tablespoon of lemon juice. Let's get that going here. I was gonna use a freshly squeezed lemon, but you know what? I was just, you know, okay. It says a teaspoon of onion powder. Now I do not have onion powder, so I hope that it doesn't suffer without the onion powder. I really hope it doesn't, but you know, you can't have everything in life. Okay, and a teaspoon of garlic powder. So we'll throw that. I thought about putting 2 teaspoons of garlic powder to compensate for the onion powder missing, but then I thought then it might be just like way too super garlicky, so we're just gonna skip that. A teaspoon of dill. Okay, we're just gonna use some dry dill here. I would have liked to use real dill, but I couldn't find any, so we're just gonna go with that for now. And oh, okay, I'm gonna put the salt in, and then I'm gonna tell you my funny story. So this recipe called for tahini. Now most of you probably know what this is. I had no idea, okay? Hold that thought, I gotta check the cauliflower. Okay, so back to my tahini story. So I saw it on the recipe, I honestly had no clue what it was. I even looked it up, I'm like, I don't know what this is, right? So I go to the grocery store and I'm looking, and then I see this big ass jar. It says tahini on it, so I'm like, this has gotta be the stuff, right? So then I'm in the aisle and I say to the lady, I'm like, listen, I'm making this like fake blue cheese dip tonight, and it calls for tahini, and like, do you know what it is? Lena was her name. So Lena like checked it out, and I showed her my recipe, and we went over it, and she goes, I'm pretty sure that this is it. She goes, it's too bad though that you have to buy this big honkin' jar for 1 tablespoon. And I'm like, Lena, I am sure I am gonna be using tahini and something else someday. So that's my tahini story. I really don't know what it is. I think it's some kind of sesame seed mixture of some sort. So that's that. Now we're gonna just like stir this all in, and then it said after to crumble up the tofu to make it into like a blue cheese like substance. Well, see, so far that looks really, really good. The cauliflower right now has 3 more minutes. I'd only put it in for 20. I think it's gonna need another 5 after that because I just checked it and I had a bit of a catastrophe because one fell on the floor, and before I could get it, Milo ran away with it, and I'm like, Milo, it's gonna be hot, but he didn't care, he ate it. He ate it like, you know, he just didn't care. So yeah, I'm gonna crumble that up, I'm gonna check my cauliflower, and I'm gonna check right back in with you guys. Okay, so I just set the timer for another 5 minutes for the cauliflower. It's a little bit like golden brown, but not as golden as I'd like it, okay? So now I'm gonna try like mushing up this tofu, like crumbling it up as though it's blue cheese. Like, let's just mangle it. Should I show you what I'm doing here? Okay, we're just gonna mangle it up and get it into like a really crumbly consistency so that it's just kind of like your blue cheese dip consistency. I think that's pretty darn good. And then we're gonna add that. Oh, that looks like, it looks like the real deal, people. I'm gonna add that into my dip, and we're gonna stir that up. Oh my God, I think it looks really, really good. Should I try it? I don't know. Like, should I try it live right now? Oh my God, what if it's bad? Okay, yeah, look, no, let's just do it, okay? Let's try it live. No turning back. Oh my God, it is so good. You would think, I'm like, no word of a lie, I'm not even kidding right now. It tastes exactly like blue cheese dip. Exact. Very proud of myself for that one. Eee! Okay, so we got 3 more minutes on that. Then what we do is we put the sauce on it. Remember the hot sauce? We're gonna put that in, and I think it bakes for another 10 minutes. So I'm just gonna put you on a quick hold, and we're gonna get that going. Okay, so I just took them out of the oven. Let's see if you can see that. They look pretty darn good. So what it says to do is take a brush and brush each piece till it's all like coated. That seems like a lot of work to me. So what I think I'm gonna do is I'm gonna dump them in a bowl and then just pour the sauce on them and then put them back on the tray. That could have been a huge catastrophe just now. And then put them back on the tray. Maybe that's why they want me to brush it, eh? Probably. And then you bake it for another 10 minutes with the sauce on it, okay? So I am going to do it my way. So I'm gonna take the sauce, remember the good sauce here, and I'm just gonna pour it on the wings. Oh, maybe I should go like this so you guys can see what I'm doing. Okay, so I'm just gonna pour it all on there and stir it in and hope for the best. I don't know why it said to brush it all. Like, to me, that just seems very, very time consuming when you could just go like this, right? Oh my God, you guys, this smells so good. If this is gonna taste as good as it smells and as good as my flippin' fake blue cheese dip turned out, I'm gonna be so proud of myself. Super duper proud. So I think that, like, you know, that did a pretty good job of covering it all. Let's go over here and put it on the pan. So we're just gonna spread that all out and spread it out nice and evenly once again. And then I'm gonna bake that for 10 minutes. And then we are gonna chow down. Woo! Okay. I don't know where she came from or what her game is. Hot child in the city. Hot child in the city. Oh, you know what that means. Woo! Okay, so I just took them out of the oven and they look amazingly delicious. So I'm just gonna give them a couple seconds to cool down and then we're gonna eat them. Yeah! Okay, so how good does that look? Like, I'm not even kidding you. Yum, yum, okay? So I gotta tell you, I just cheated and I ate one piece because I just couldn't even wait because you guys, my mind is blown. It is officially blown. So I'm gonna take one of my little cauliflower bites here and dip it into my faux blue cheese. Yum, yum. Oh my God. You guys, mind blown. It's awesome, awesome. Especially the blue cheese. Like, I am so proud of myself for making that. So sorry that this video was so long. Milo's going crazy. But yeah, I give it a huge thumbs up. I recommend this one. If you guys have any other videos that you want me to show you, please send me a message and we'll get it going, okay? Enjoy your night. Mwah.